Man, oh man. Seems to be a lot going on. I'll tell you that much. Seems to be a lot going on. Major announcements. Man, we got to get into it. So let me go live again. Connect with the homies. Let them know what's going on. Man. Hey, what up, Nicholas? What's going on, man? Yo, Dev in the building. Man, oh man. Some more great news. Today we just found out that 2K dropped an update to get rid of even more cheaters. That was great news. That was a W for the 2K community. But we got some more news. I've never clicked so fast. Top gamer. Man. I'm going to share it with you guys. As soon as I'll do roll call till we get to 100 viewers in here as normal. Why GTA is associating with this garbage franchise is what Ronnie said. Hold on a second. Let's see what the chat is saying. What up, Kari? All right, man. Let's get to the chat. Said I'd never click so fast. What up, Isaac? Nicholas said, F going on, man. 2K needs to go away, man. 2K ain't going nowhere. They got themselves positioned in all the right places. Pause. Man. Yo, I just made one of your builds this morning. Nice, man. Nice. Well, good luck out there. Where is the Michael Jordan meme when you need it? The crime meme. What up, Alan? Oscar, what's good, man? I'm getting tatted. City, I'll be back later. All right. Yeah, be careful out there. It's not clickbait. It is not clickbait. Imagine your GTA character is your NBA 2K My Player, and you're going from practicing and playing ball to robbing banks and stealing cars. Joint is just crazy. It might be the beginning of something special. We're going to share with you exactly what this new partnership entails. If you guys don't know, NBA 2K and Rockstar are under the same parent company. I don't think a lot of people realize that both of those publishers are under Take-Two. Wasn't it a rumor that GTA 6 going to have basketball in it? There was a rumor. There was rumors. I know a lot of players in the 2K community would love something like that. If you're not going to be on 2K or if you're tired of 2K, you're more than likely going to be on GTA 6. It's like a match made in heaven. Basketball and GTA sounds perfect. We're at 109. This is exactly what we wanted, so we'll pull it up. As soon as we hit 100 viewers, we'll get into it. If you're new here, consider taking a second and subscribing to the channel. You could help us grow. You could definitely serve an impact to help us grow. So take a second and do that if you can. Like the stream up, help the algorithm. And they just announced the beginning of their partnership. You guys know, although they're under the same parent company, they're never fully integrated. So this is something new. We've partnered with NBA 2K. By the way, this post was sent out by Rockstar saying we've partnered with NBA 2K to bring the world-class basketball action of NBA 2K26 to the GTA Plus games library on console for a limited time. On March 10th, members on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S get access to the entire Game Plus special NBA 2K26 GTA Plus content pack. Now, I don't think this is coincidental that they're showing this. First, they announced the partnership, so I don't think it's coincidental the way in which they phrased it. We've partnered with NBA 2K. I think that's just the beginning of something special. And 2K, they take the top selling games. By the way, I just want to mention this real quick and add this in there. Take-Two is the parent company, and every year they share their earnings report. We recently found out that 77 to 80% of Take-Two's revenue comes from microtransactions generated from their top two selling games, GTA and NBA 2K. So that's pretty much their catalog, GTA and NBA 2K. It's only right, I would imagine, if I was an exec at Take-Two, to merge the two companies in some sort of way. Whether you're in the city on NBA 2K games, doing GTA-like stuff in an open world. And I think they were leaning that way, but 2K players didn't take too kindly to the larger city with nothing in it and, bootleg NPCs. They were trying to head that way. You know, GTA comes out every 10 years, so they couldn't really do nothing about it. And the city failed NBA 2K before it could get a leg up. So now we got GTA, and we know 2K, they don't play no games. They want to get in on everybody's piece of the pie, whether that's dropping Fortnite like mascots on NBA 2K. You know, a lot of gameplay design is inspired from other games to bring that familiarity to the game. If it's successful over here, trust and believe 2K is going to implement something over here similar to what's been considered successful. And nothing's going to be more successful than GTA point blank, period. So something like this, GTA is so screwed. Hold on, let me get to the chat. What are you talking about? I was over here ranting and I see, what up, Brad? Uh, this ain't a far-fetched take two. Got them both. Yeah. Nah, to rob the bank, you need 70K VC. Man, I've been watching you since you had dress. Yes, sir. Thanks for the shout out, Alan. Yes, sir. By the way, this was sent to me by KC Lion. Shout out to KC Lion for DMing me on Twitter. I thought it was dope. We got a lot to talk about in this live stream as well. Some additional details about the cheating stuff. So I want to share that with you guys. He said 2K so selfish. Laugh alert said 2K so selfish. Well, I guess I'm not getting GTA 6. Listen, let me alleviate some of your concerns. These are two separate companies under the same parent company. So, you know, Rockstar, they're going to continue to make great games. Hands down. They're going to continue to make great games. It's in Take-Two's best interest to try and merge these two companies together, because when they're looking at their earnings report, they're like, damn, it's both of these guys are the big dogs out there. So let me holler at this guy over here with Rockstar, and let me holler at 2K and see if they can make something work. And it looks like that's what's happening. And now I could only imagine that if they do incorporate a certain aspect of basketball into the game, is going to be inspired by 2K. I would even imagine that as you're rolling around the city in GTA, you're going to see an NBA 2K core. I wouldn't put it past the developers to incorporate some aspect of 2K basketball in GTA. We were already calling for it in general. Just saying, if GTA has something like a basketball experience on their game, they're going to take even more players away from 2K. Yeah, this is big. This is big, man. Pause. You said you're here for the emojis. That's what's up. Yeah, so here we are. Rockstar new major announcement. Rockstar sends out this message saying we've partnered with NBA 2K. And like I said earlier, you got to keep in mind that Take-Two's number one line item expense is marketing. So if we know that, like I learned that and I share that with you guys, we know their number one expense is marketing. So whatever they market is hella strategic. So when they say they're partnering, it's like, hold on a second. What else is happening behind the scenes? What else that you got going on? Is this just the first announcement to letting players know that your My Player is now going to be in Miami? Your My Player is now going to be committing Grand Theft Auto? Man. Said 2K need to mind their effing business. It's what VG said. Folks upset. You know, a lot of people, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, man, I can't wait till GTA comes out because I ain't never getting back on NBA 2K. I know a lot of you are thinking that. And GTA is going to indeed take a lot of players away from the NBA 2K franchise. I think everyone is well aware of that. I think 2K is well aware of that. And the entire gaming industry is aware of that stuff. The power of GTA, the big dog on the block. And here go the big dog on the block announcing a partnership with NBA 2K. Ain't that something? He said GTA is going to have street ball going crazy. It may, revitalize the 2K franchise. Who knows? They're about to start lag switching in GTA. I wouldn't put it past them. They're bringing the hood to 2K officially. Man, ain't that something? They are bringing the hood to 2K officially. Let me see what else I got here, because I wanted to talk about a couple things. Let me I think I got another image here. Let me see what this is. There's another. I just want to share this with you guys. There's another one, another part of the announcement. Let me just share it with you guys real quick, just so I could have it jotted down that I shared it with you guys. It says, and I pay attention to the marketing because I know that's where they spend their money, and where they spend their money is exactly where they want to see a return on their investment. So I pay attention to this stuff closely. It says, oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure it's good. It says, get access to NBA 2K26 in the GTA Plus games library. And I think part of these advertisements was just to kind of make the two names synonymous with each other. Because both NBA 2K and GTA are Take Two's money makers, they're the ones who bring in the revenue for Take Two, the parent company. I think they wanted to start merging their names. So they announced this partnership and they say conquer the off-road trails of southern San Andreas with a flatbed, because that's one of the assets in the content pack that they're offering. And it says March 10th, dominate in the paint and on the perimeter with access to NBA 2K26 in the GTA Plus games library for a limited time, with a special NBA 2K26 GTA Plus content pack included. You know what I'm saying? What up, Scott? What up, J. Oss? So that's what we have going on. There's some other things that I want to pull up as well, see if we can get into. I know I'm gonna have to come back to this as folks start rolling into the stream. Let me review this real quick. Let me pull this up. What Red City Boy said. Do you guys think we owe 2K an apology? Hold on a second. Let me pull this up and see what y'all thinking about this. Let me put this down real quick. Let's see what I could pull up. Man, oh man. Folks are like, man, NBA 2K finna mess up GTA 2. Yo, folks are mad. They're not even having it. That's funny to me. Hell to the nah, nah, nah. All right. Because Red City Boy sent out this message. He said, everyone owe 2K an apology. Y'all was saying they don't care. They not fixing anything until 2K27. They came through like Ray Allen in game 6 to save the game. Is it too little, too late for NBA 2K to save NBA 2K26? I have a feeling that in about a month, we're going to look back at this and probably forget about cheaters. I can't really say that. I'm a little biased because I should say the only reason I can say that is because I'm a little biased and I haven't experienced cheaters to the degree that you guys have experienced cheaters. But maybe in a month, we'll be forgetting about that if we get immersed into NBA 2K 26's gameplay. Laughter said, too little, too late. You said GTA 6 better not. It's already announced, yeah? It's already announced. Wishful thinking. Now, from there, I wanted to get into another thing here. Matter of fact, this is going to open up big, so let me put that one down first and then pull it up so we can get into that joint too. A post that the good homie Shy sent me, which I thought we should discuss on live stream. In case you guys are just tuning in, GTA 6 has announced a partnership with NBA 2K. The joint is real. They're the ones who sent out the post. It's on their X page. I might have to make this bigger, right? All right. So it says here, as if I'm not mistaken, let me double check it. As in the standards industry. Oh yeah, okay. So from what I understand, this is on the side of the script developer speaking. And they say, Shy sent me this 2K Vision and NetX patch notes. If I'm not mistaken, Shy, if you're in the stream, can you confirm? Let me know. But it says here NBA 2K has encrypted network comms, as is standard in the industry. It was bound to happen at some point. They're speaking about the new update from NBA 2K that has removed cheaters. I dropped a load of content on this stuff, shorts, videos, live streams. They're on my channel if you want to get filled in. They recently dropped an update, and today they sent out patch notes about the update and what it's supposed to entail and how they're going to continue the good fight against cheaters. There's the cheaters talking amongst themselves, saying it was bound to happen at some point, so NetX and secret shooting will likely be sunsetted. There's not 100% confirmed yet, but the most probable outcome. He said, no, it's not due to info given or whatever rumors the community spreads. It is simply $1 billion company like NBA 2K rightfully protecting their game's integrity. When endless streams are showing the issue in full view, it becomes a priority to fix. So they just announced that a lot of the arrogance from cheaters live streaming with their Zen devices right on the screen and showcasing that they're actually lagging people out and manipulating networks, 2K made it a priority to eliminate them. And they're showing that right there. With that said, the core that the community was built on is still around. 2K, Vision, and Helios. Helios 2 are still actively developed and updated, offering Titan and non-Titan options for computer vision. Now, I don't know how those scripts work and all the names on those scripts, but I'm sure a lot of the cheaters out there probably breathing a sigh of relief that some of their cheating devices are working. The 2K community, not so much, but 2K has announced they're fighting the good fight and they intend to eliminate cheaters. So we'll see what happens. But I thought that was hella interesting coming from that side of things. I like getting the inside scoop from the opposite side of things. I don't buy devices. I don't buy cheating scripts. So I don't know anything about what's going on over there, but I love to get insight on this stuff. I wish NBA Live was still around, but nobody bought it. He said if it was still around, nobody will buy it. Yeah. Let's get on over into the next one. Browse. There was a post that Badge Plug sent out that I thought was interesting. Let me see if I pull this one up first. Give me a second. Let me pull this one up. Before I share it with you guys, I want to make sure I know what I'm reading off. Mm. Hmm. I'll save that. I'll save that because that's completely out of context. Uh, Batch this. Well, I could share this one. Yeah, I could share this one. I could share this one, man. I could share this one. Let's do it. All right. Badge sent out this post here saying, so all lag switching is fixed now. Thank you for bringing peace to my precious rec center. Yeah, because the cheaters, they were about to leave the park because we initially heard that cheaters were removed from park and stage. They were about to leave the park and we thought they were going to be heading on over into the rec center. Shortly thereafter, 2K dropped the patch notes today saying negative. Kochi, park, theater, and the rec center are safe. They officially have announced that. Semper with a 4.99 super chat said, let me get this straight. I get to play NBA 2K26 for free if I pay for GTA Plus instead of the copy included with my PS Plus. I have to pay on. I have to play online. You know, they got to find ways to finesse. Um, Now we need Badge Plus continues on by saying now we need perma console IP bans for anyone who lag switched past tense. If you've already done it and they can figure that out, you should be perma banned. You're manipulating networks, you should get a permanent ban. And then you got to go at the Zenners because apparently there's still Zenners out there. And you just saw that from the previous post I just shared where they're saying that certain scripts are still working. Semper, thank you for the 4.99 super chat salute, man. Apex 2, they're going against cheaters. Watch lag switching come back. We'll see. Can't imagine having to stream play 1K. That's just one Discord, different variants of that in different Discords. Gotcha. So so that's from Shia saying that this post, which I'll share again, I'll pull it up again just so we have it. We could put it into context exactly what we're talking about. This post here is exactly what we're getting into. NBA 2K has encrypted network comms as is the standard in the industry. It was bound to happen at some point. They're communicating, these discords are communicating with their members, saying so NetX and the secret shooting will likely be sunsetted. They say there's not 100% confirmed yet because they're continuing to work on evolving those patches, see if they work on 2K's new anti-cheat and new patch update. But the most probable outcome is that those scripts are gonna get sunsetted, like they mentioned here. It's the most probable outcome. Said, and the guy said, no, it was not due to info given or whatever rumors the community spreads. It was simply $1 billion company rightfully protecting their game's integrity. Said, when endless streams are showing the issue in full view, it becomes a priority for 2K. So saying that some of the other ones still work, like 2K Vision and Helios 2, they're still actively developed and updated, offering Titan and non-Titan options for computer vision. Joint is just sick, man. Tell you, they make a lot of money, so they ain't even trying to let that joint go like that. I thought that was hella interesting. But that's what I wanted to give you guys an update on what I had so far. Some additional information. The good homie Shy sent this to me. I wanted to share that with you guys. I shared the badge plug comment. We talked about the GTA Plus, and now we'll just get to the chat. Let me pull up the GTA Plus join again. Let me pull that up and see what you guys are thinking about your new GTA character playing NBA 2K or trying to work his way into the NBA. How do y'all feel about, going from practicing and playing ball to possibly robbing banks and stealing cars? Yeah, it's going crazy. But I'll wait for y'all. We'll set up some dialogue here. And Rockstar just announced a new partnership with NBA 2K. And like I had mentioned earlier, it is mainly about, marketing, making the name synonymous with one another. It's a war against cheaters out there. He said, I hate it's a GTA Plus exclusive. He said, let me buy it normally. Just the beginning. I think this is the beginning. 2K has a very shifty way about them to finagle their way into anything that's going to be popular. So, I'm sure 2K was working hard to get this type of endorsement and partnership with GTA, especially right before the release of GTA. All eyes are on GTA. So anything that Rockstar sends out right now is going to get a ton of impressions. And 2K knows that. They just need to make the names synonymous. Whenever you think GTA, they're hoping that you think NBA 2K, or you don't, or at the very least, you don't forget about NBA 2K. NBA My Career is scripted. He said probably got CJ's white tank. Tom Vercetti's clothes gonna be in the NBA 2K. Let's keep an eye out for that. I wouldn't put it past 2K to make one of the season rewards something to do with GTA. I wouldn't put it past them. You guys already thought of it. You guys already thought of it ASAP. And if 2K wants to affiliate both companies, or they want to be affiliated with GTA, they are affiliated. They are under the same parent company, but they're two separate companies. And if they, a lot of people don't even know that Take-Two is the parent company of both of these gaming development companies. A lot of people just don't even know that. So I think they want to make more people aware, especially, this only happens once every decade, a GTA game coming out. So they want to capitalize on that. Semper with a $4.99 super chat said, do you think they will also give me a free copy of GTA 6? for a nominal subscription fee 6 months after I pay full price for the game. Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. So Semper mentioned once before that he thought NBA 2K was going to attempt to capitalize on cheating by saying NBA 2K27 is going to be cheater free. And I said, I'm not too sure about that. This is over the last couple weeks. I said, I'm not too sure about that, mainly because they haven't even acknowledged that it was going to be an issue for them to capitalize on the marketing aspect of things. We know that 2K's primary source for connecting with their audience is marketing. So they recently announced it. Finally, today they announced that they're doing something about cheating. They even acknowledged the problem to a high degree and saying they're here for the long-term fight. So pretty dope. We'll see what happens if they are gonna maximize the potential on capitalizing on cheaters. Who knows? We'll see. And here they are marketing it the day after they acknowledge it. Interesting. Interesting. Lot to talk about, man. I tell you, the way they be doing things, all you got to do is watch and you start to understand the 2K language and their moves. Like, it's not even that complicated, to tell you the truth. I know a lot of you guys, I spend a good amount of my time watching because this is what I do. And I just share with you guys. But after watching for so long, it's like you could almost pinpoint their next move. How about 2K? They've already tried that. You get what I'm saying? He said, how about 2K vehicles in GTA? You get what that's not. I think a lot of the vehicles are inspired by GTA, like that lowrider. What up, KG? The 2K tank is a good vehicle. I don't like none of the 2K's vehicles. They could take them joints and put them back wherever they came from. Man. Selling GTA Plus after they act on the software that's been there all season. I was just talking to my boy about that because of the open world in GTA, and 2K knows they're gonna lose all of their community, and GTA comes out. You start, it's all up here, man. You start to see it. It's like 2K is not gonna just take it on the chin. Pause. They're like, no, we got to start working because they're about to be gone. These guys, especially what happened with the cheating on NBA 2K26, I can't tell you how many times people have come into this chat, NBA 2K players saying, soon as GTA comes out, they're leaving 2K. Me personally, I might leave a little sooner. I'll still be here to connect with you guys, but March 19th, Crimson Desert comes out. And that's going to be like my personal GTA until GTA 6 comes out. I'm going to be on that game. I was even thinking of re-downloading Elden Ring to give that a shot until March 19th. One thing I will say, then if they merge and then make the game somehow able to be incorporated in GTA, has a way of better skins and way better clothing and customization than 2K does. There's a possibility for downloadable content. I know that, especially in this day and age. I could see GTA 6, incorporating some sort of DLC into the game for NBA 2K, like a street ball aspect of it. That'd be hella interesting if 2K does go the street ball route and they decide to incorporate a street ball type of, similar to 2K and what they did with college hoops on NBA 2K26. A way to play the game, but it's not fully developed as a standalone game. So I think 2K would do something very similar because 2K's expectations initially was for they wanted to sell you the college basketball game in a DLC, and they had intended to make $3 million off of that. If they didn't meet those goals, then they weren't going to make a standalone game. So I want to put it past 2K to incorporate a street ball basketball game under those same type of guidelines, a street ball game, to see how communities react. And knowing that GTA is going to have the highest numbers of any video game out there for a very long time, They could try that in GTA to see how successful a standalone street ball game would be without taking any risk of just putting all their efforts into a full out standalone game. Politics as usual, man. GTA not getting pushed back. Yeah, I don't know. They have that much power. They could really do what they want. They really could do what they want. I don't think it'll get pushed back. That'd be crazy to me. But even if they pushed it back another year, all they're gonna do is build up more hype and more anticipation. And it'd be silly if they did, but that's how much power they got, leverage they got on the gaming industry. You said GTA has very good devs and designers. If they are smart, they package a hook into 2K27 that works with GTA 6 so you can play the actual game in GTA 6. I'm sure it can be done. Interesting. I would imagine they would do something like that too. One way or another, they're going to try their best to make the name synonymous. And that's what they're working on now. It's not, don't you guys find it ironic that the one company that all eyes are on, GTA, makes this announcement about a new partnership with NBA 2K? They could have said anything in that post. Everybody's watching. This just brings NBA 2K a ton of popularity simply for even mentioning NBA 2K's name. Now, it ain't like 2K is a lightweight. Again, like I mentioned earlier, Take-Two, the parent company of NBA 2K, their primary source of revenue comes from microtransactions derived from NBA 2K and GTA. These are the top dogs. So it was only a matter of time before they begin to merge in some shape, form, or fashion. He said, it'll be trash. They're going to zen it. Yeah, people are zenning on GTA basketball. You are next level of sick. Like, you are next level of lame. Yo, let me get this script device. Who knows how popular that joint going to be? Who knows? There's definitely a wild collaboration, yeah. And it's only the beginning. You guys are first hearing the beginning of this new partnership. I'm going to keep you guys updated on how this partnership evolves. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel because you guys could really help us grow, man. It means a lot for folks to subscribe and like up the stream. How was your gameplay in Rec today? My gameplay was good. Appreciate you asking, Tony Salamansky. Yeah, gameplay was good. It felt smooth. Still, there's some differences that we're noticing. Some weird stuff that we're noticing. Like, I don't know. It's like the sliders were turned up on non-defense steals, and I don't mean passing lanes. I mean a player not playing any defense, and I don't even necessarily run into the guy, but just slide across, and I'm losing the rock. But yeah, you know, a defender, on-ball defender with a 99 steal could swipe all day and not swipe the ball from my hands. There's just a little bit of goofiness taking place. What was the other major thing that happened? Damn, they called out of bounds? Oh, another goofy thing that happened today is, you know how you throw the long pass down the court? So the guy threw the long pass down the court. The dude was near the corner, and he went to catch the ball, and it was leaning towards out of bounds, something like that. And I jumped with it as well, and I got called, instead of it being called out of bounds, even though he tipped it, when he tipped it, it must have hit my leg, and they called the kickball. It was like, we were all like, what in the hell? Because we had already experienced a bunch of goofiness today. Nothing to do with lag switching or cheating, but just general goofiness, as if 2K is behind the scenes, Ricky, remixing the sliders like they do. I swear they be DJs playing with us. Playing with us. You said, rob this bank, receive 20K VC. Imagine if we use our VC in GTA to make 2K builds. You know, you guys are saying things like that. Cue Ball said, imagine if we're able to use our VC in GTA to make 2K builds. Man, just thinking about the amount of money that 2K would generate if there is a VC option in GTA. We know 2K we know GTA, they have their own kind of currency. Man, how many of you guys are right now like shaking your head? How many people are watching right now and they're just like, This the BS that I'm talking about. This that BS. And actually businesses that generate money, but 2K never gonna do that because they will lose money. I know people are, and I know people are kicked back on their couch right now. Maybe some of y'all at work, like, no, we don't need, like, GTA is considered like this precious commodity in the gaming industry. 2K is considered like the slimy, take advantage of their player base, you know, maybe little cousin of GTA. I don't know. But we have two totally different outlooks of both these games under the same parent company. So much so that you got players saying, no, we don't want no remnants of 2K to be next to what GTA is about to do to the gaming industry. We don't want nothing even close, nothing close that resembles NBA 2K to come even in the proximity of something so precious. Two extra badges, elevators every season. I've been hacked. What you said? I've been in hacked lobbies. 2K got it like Nike and Jordan. I definitely stick to GTA story mode. I know these guys are gonna force me online. I would normally stick to the GTA story mode as well, but you know, especially if we start doing that RP stuff, and Lord knows what that's gonna entail for GTA 6. They might only be merging so we can face scan, and it's gonna get real personal. GTA may just take some of the graphics. Everything broke down, said WTF, huh? Yep. Like I mentioned earlier, it's gigantic. Anybody that GTA mentions right now, when they know that all eyes are at anything they have to talk about, so they mention anything that's going to boost numbers for whatever they mention, let alone mentioning a partnership with NBA 2K. The entire industry, I don't know if you guys aren't fully familiar with how powerful a release from GTA 6 is. They have like all developers scrambling for all the games they don't want to release around this. It's almost like suicide for your video game. You know, it's a super high risk to drop with GTA. NBA 2K can do it if they work this partnership. It won't affect the sales necessarily. Everybody's sales are going to be affected. But maybe if 2K shows a bunch of affiliation through marketing over the course of the next few months, they'll bridge that gap and folks won't see them as separate games. They'll feel comfortable with getting on GTA and then logging off and getting on 2K. What's good, City? It's announced. Do we have an official date? What's announced? What up, Bam Bam? Yeah, they've announced a partnership with NBA 2K. I want to be able to scrap on the court. People would love that. If they made a street ball game that you could just clothesline somebody. Didn't we used to have pushing? Remember? Do you guys remember that? We used to have pushing. I think it was NBA 2K19, right? Am I mistaken about 2K19? I'm almost certain it was 19. We used to have dead pushing. That joke used to be funny. 2K be doing anything to sell their game. Boys are geniuses, man. I don't think they're gonna let anything get in their way. We're gonna take our 2K My Player to rob KO Perico. I'm glad they announced this after the cheating patch. Yeah, that's right. Because it would have looked very differently announcing it any sooner. I think that would have brought a lot of awareness, actually. I'm sure folks are even probably under that post from Rockstar. They're probably like, hell nah. Why'd you get with 2K? They're going to be cheating. They're going to bring all the cheaters your way. Semper with a $4.99 super chat say, how funny will it be if Crimson Desert ends up stealing Game of the Year from GTA 6? You guys, if you're not on it yet, check out Crimson Desert. Google it. Do what you need to do. But That joint has a lot of potential. I'll keep you guys posted, but it has a lot of potential. I'm heavily anticipating that game to help pop off my second channel again. Zelda popped off my second channel initially. I love that game, and I'm looking forward to what Crimson Desert has to offer because I have a feeling it's going to be something huge. A lot of content for Crimson Desert, and that's going to hold me over up until the release of GTA 6. We get a Liberty City Park, Resident Evil Requiem Game of the Year. Currently, really, I'm not hearing good things about Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not hearing good things. They say it's a good game, but really short. I was talking to the homie. It was 19 in the beginning of NBA 2K20. Appreciate it, Bam. I thought this was Resident Evil 9. I thought this was considered that. The only good thing, Rockstar will have a lot of sway in a lot of decisions. If it was 7 hours, I would agree. Well, you said it sold what? It sold 5 million copies already. I believe it. That's what the power of a Resident Evil game. And they're saying it's a good game, just short. And really hard, really difficult. Pause. GTA 6 is going to do history. The biggest game in the world. 3 gaming generations sold dudes. Us young dudes who couldn't even buy GTA 5 because we were 13 and 14. Now young kids never even heard of Crimson, I guess. Rockstar gonna tell 2K, get your ish together. We taking over. That would be dope. You said Resident Evil's gas? I'm not a Resident Evil player, so I'm not, if you say it's good or it's bad, I'm not biased in any way. I'm just not a scary game type of player. Jump scares, I might swing and knock somebody out behind me. Messing around, jump scaring me for no reason. Break my monitor or something. I'm just not that guy. He said it's 12 hours. Yeah, that's what I heard. Well, 12 hours, maybe that's considered long to you guys, but especially for the games that I enjoy, they're lasting a lot longer than that, up to 100 hours, of entertainment. But 40 hours, something like that. He said, you don't think no game messing with Resident Evil right now? Resident Evil cooking? I might have to look closely into it. Maybe I got to look a little closerly. That will make the streams that much better. Nah, I'm not. You're not convincing me, bro. You already tried to convince me to go on Resident Evil Village. I played that game online for like a good 5 minutes. And I said, oh, hell nah. I did try to play Resident Evil, though. I did try Resident Evil Village for a little while, gave it a good shot. And it's not for me. It looked dope. Everything looked dope. But the trying to solve puzzles while a whole monster is right next to you running, I said, well, how am I supposed to do this, man? I got one bullet. I don't even have a cape. I think Crimson Desert about to feed the streets too, bro. Missing a no dip is a jump scare. Red said it's stupid short. Yep, you see what I'm saying? That's a story mode, but Resident Evil is mostly known for its speed running and 100% all achievements. Yeah, I know there'd be some sweats out there. It broke a Steam record of over 340,000 concurrent players at launch. That was Resident Evil, the new game. Wow. Half the game was always trying to find more ammo, and I don't find that joint fun. I like feeling empowered in a game. I'm more one of those players that I don't want to. And it's a bad side. I wish it's a bad side of me because I'm thinking of getting on Elden Ring. I'm thinking of getting back on Elden Ring and starting from scratch. But what's holding me back is that I'm gonna have these fights with these bosses, and I know it's gonna be grueling. And I enjoyed it the first time. I really did enjoy it the first time and getting empowered. But that's what I like to develop to a point where like I get power. I don't like those games that always have you at a disadvantage. I'm not that guy. I'm not a survivalist. I like going. I wouldn't go out there. I like going, assessing the situation, and approaching prepared. I much rather be like that. If I don't have those tools at my disposal, then I don't want to go back out. It has two sides. You follow two different protagonists. One is more horror, intense, short ammo, and the other is guns blazing and a lot of zombie killing. Once that wolf got to chasing me, I turned it off. You see what I'm saying? That'll be me. Red said it's the second shortest game he's ever played. Hmm. You said Resident Evil all about making your shots count. But it'd be different. I wouldn't mind that if the movement was more in line with like Call of Duty shooting. And I'm not expecting Resident Evil to have Call of Duty shooting. I know you guys are fans of the Resident Evil series, so it's expected. The movement and how it moves is expected from you guys, but I don't like being limited in my movement, especially if I have limited ammo. And there's something about the movement that I'm like, damn, I plugged that dude right in the head and he's still running straight at me. It's like, nah. So that's where I'm at. New partnership between Rockstar, GTA, and NBA 2K. You have power when you play as Leon. When you play as Grace, you have to conserve ammo. Okay, that's interesting. But not much to the story. I heard Luke Stevens. I like Luke Stevens, by the way. He said, absolutely. Shy said, absolutely do not play Resident Evil 9 City. That game requires a level of devotion that is not healthy. So why are so many people talking about that joint fire? What the hell? A lot of these guys in the stream are completely unhealthy right now. That's the point of the game, bro. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, I get it. I don't mind. Like Elden Ring is not supposed to be easy. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to go through the trials and tribulations, the wins and losses. A lot more losses than wins. I get that. Maybe I've never been into Resident Evil games since the very beginning. I remember when the first one came out. So I've never been into those games. And I watched it grow from beginning to end. From beginning up until this point, I should say. He said the game is amazing, but old days RE games with 24-hour play times. Still, that's short, but 8 hours is crazy to me, to be honest, especially full priced. Jamil said the game is fire. He just scared City. It's healthy to play. That joint don't sound healthy. Resident Evil has never been a healthy for me, like a healthy game for me. It's never been a healthy game for me, man. And even that village joint, I like the graphics. The graphics were dope, but then as soon as I had to solve a puzzle, I forget where I was at. I was in some room. I had to, I think, find a way to open some crap, and something was chasing me at the same time. And I'm like, impossible. Shut that joint off. Never went back to it. How long is a game supposed to be? 200 hours? I work full time. I don't need games to be super long. I get it. I personally like my games longer. So if I saw that it was 11, 12 hours, yeah, I wouldn't get it either. Not full price. But I'm not a Resident Evil fan. So, to each his own. I'm more an open world type of player. Action RPG type of stuff. Like Zelda. Some of my favorite games, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West. Some of my favorite games, Red Dead Redemption 2. Super long games with tons of content. Those are the best games that I've played. What am I on now? I'm on Wu Chang right now. I'm giving that a shot. GTA Line is, in my opinion, the best game ever made. No game has more gameplay variety and things to do. You can even make whole movies with the game. Have I ever given like the actual GTA Online? Now, help me understand. GTA, the online version of GTA, does that have like a story mode? Am I missing something? Or is it just like the story mode from GTA 5? Is GTA Online something different? Like I think this Elder Scrolls thing that they have going on, that's a separate thing online. Is that how it works? Open world games are cool. It's just too time consuming for me personally. I like linear experiences. Yeah, that's definitely the difference, Jamil. Because I normally stay away from linear experiences. I think Zelda Breath of the Wild just took away that whole concept. I haven't even Zelda Breath of the Wild just ruined gaming for me. Elden Ring was another one, but Zelda Breath of the Wild just ruined gaming. I can't even get on a linear experience game. Even the best games like God of War, I can't. I just can't do the linear experience. You kind of basically make your own story. They have story missions and themed content. Okay, it does have a story with the heists and DLCs. Okay, so you like Souls games as well? I wouldn't say that I like Souls games. I wouldn't say that Elden Ring I like. The other ones are just too punishing. In Elden Ring DLC, the final boss lost. He lost 188 times and only went into only went to the second phase 32 times and lost it after finally winning. That's brutal. But the game is so rewarding. Do you get what I mean to say? Like Elden Ring, as tough as it is, to continue exploring and everything you gain from winning battles is it's hella rewarding. Just to know that you defeated this type of boss. I remember spending 2 hours on a boss, and I was like, "What in the world?" And this was just a regular guy. Wait, what's wrong with Breath of the Wild? I haven't gone through it yet, but it seems pretty dope. I love Breath of the Wild. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Breath of the Wild. This is my favorite game of all time, period. Hands down, not even close. To me, sparking your intellect, your exploration, it covers everything. The puzzles it has, I just love everything about it. Things that it makes you think a lot. Like, should I do this or should I add that? Or it's just super dope to me. I got a Switch just for Zelda Breath of the Wild. I got a whole console for that game. That was basically, and I was 5 years late, by the way. So that was basically from the reviews I was watching. I said, well, I got to give this joint a shot. Sure enough. So I've tried The Witcher 3 quite a few times. I tried Witcher 3 quite a few times, and I'm not going to deny that a lot of people say that it's a great game. And I don't think it's a bad game, but just not a game. The theme behind it is not a game for me. And that's another reason why I like Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn, and also Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They have a more bright aesthetic to it. They also have a lighter theme music to it. So because of those experiences, I'm able to continue playing it longer. But Witcher 3 is a more dark experience. You know what I mean? The theme is more dark, so it kind of breaks my immersion. Um, I played it twice. I tried going through and saying, "Man, they keep saying that this game is it. Let me try it again. Try it again." It's just like, damn, I just can't connect with it. I love Ghost of Tsushima. Matter of fact, that's another one. I appreciate you sharing that. Ghost of Tsushima is up there. It took a lot of my time on Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played Ghost of Yotei yet, but I hear good things about Ghost of Yotei, and it's more like Ghost of Tsushima. It just seems to be more of the same, and that's not a bad thing. Uh, I tried the Neos, wasn't for me. Let's all knock on EA door and help them bring live back. 2K need their boys in the hood Ricky moment. The ending was dope when you get to drive away with him and his song playing. Ghost of Yote was amazing. It was, huh? That's what people keep saying. Ghost of Yote is amazing. And I'm really considering, I just don't want to pay full price for it, but I'm really considering the idea. It's just that I know Crimson Desert comes out in 11 days. No, no, no. What is it? 14 days. In 14, I think it's March 19th that it drops. So I'm like, damn, do I get another game now? Like Ghost of Yote? I'm tempted, but I got some other games to try out. Mm. Are you getting the collector's edition of Crimson Desert? I doubt. I'm getting the cheapest version of Crimson Desert. I don't know anything about the game. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a ton of reviews. What I mean to say is, I've never played Black Desert online. So I tried it one time. I never committed to it. I don't know what it entails. I tried it one time a long time ago. Um, so I'm looking forward to Crimson Desert, and I'm not gonna start out with anything I'm not even familiar with by paying more money for no reason. You say I'm gonna get Ghost of Yote right now. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's got a ton of great reviews. I don't think there was anybody out there that complained about Ghost of Yote. The closest thing that I got to a complaint on Ghost of Yote was that it's just a little too similar to Ghost of Tsushima, and they were hoping. I'm sure the developers felt like if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. You don't try and reinvent the wheel for what was already successful. Uh, some people felt like they just kept it a little too safe. That was the closest thing that we got to, and still, and they admitted that was the closest thing we got to a complaint, and even still, they admitted that it being close enough to Ghost of Tsushima was not a bad thing. Have you played Donkey Kong Bonanza? No, I'm not into that type. There's a specific reason when a lot of people hear like when they hear about Zelda Breath of the Wild being one of my favorite games, I do oftentimes get like recommendations like, did you play Mario Odyssey? Or they're not the same thing. To me, they're not even close. They're like light years apart. Um, there's something so smart about what the developers did in Zelda Breath of the Wild, and even smarter in Tears of the Kingdom. So crazy. I wish this Rockstar seasonal marketing ploy for 2K26 meant that they were going to have some depth with their basketball game in GTA 6. We don't know. We don't know. I kind of was saying the same thing, that if there was going to be like an NBA 2K game directly incorporated into it, we would have probably heard some a little sooner. But I wouldn't put it past them to have like an NBA 2K core. We're gonna see like NBA 2K in the game, like some assets. A Semper with a 4.99 super chat said, "I can't wait for Red Dead Redemption 3." What do you guys think the story would be for Red Dead Redemption 3? I would like to see a more modernized version of a Red Dead Redemption type of game, something with that level of depth in a more modern scenery, maybe city type of stuff. Now, I don't want to see necessarily futuristic stuff, but regular city type of stuff. Like if they were going to make it in this day and age right now, like 2026. Cell phones, flights, all this stuff. He said, "That's my favorite game, hands down. Since I'll be retired by then, I have plenty of time to really play it." Mm-hmm. Probably about Jack's son. Yeah. Start in Saint Denis. That would be dope. That'd be dope. Mini game in GTA Online is still peak. You say you still go hunting for custom gear. You can bet there's going to be a basketball mini game in GTA 6 and a skate too. Interesting. Maybe like a Mafia game. I could see that, right? What Mafia should have been, what the Mafia game should have been, something like an open world, but that would have been dope. Probably Red Dead Redemption 3 might take place in future, and they might use virtual reality goggles to simulate an era that we might not know of yet. Interesting. All right, y'all. So we did good. We covered a lot of topics in this live stream. Wanted to share some of the initial things that I had gotten, some extra stuff that I had gotten, this new partnership between GTA 6 and NBA 2K. I wanted to share that with you guys as well. We got some additional information that I shared earlier in the live stream about what cheaters are feeling, what the script developers are feeling. And they basically said that The Secret and NetX are pretty much going to get sunsetted, is how they refer to it. That's the probable outcome. I don't think they're going to be able to overcome 2K's most recent patch update, but they did also say and confirm that there are some other scripts and devices that are still working and they're still being actively updated. Let's see how it works out for 2K. You say you can see 2K will ruin GTA 6. A lot of people feel that way. I watch all the time, bro. I'm always gonna send my love and support. Salute, Nathaniel. Appreciate it, man. Nathaniel Harrell. But you'll be able to play basketball in GTA 6 if you buy 2K27. Problem solved. All right, y'all. Wishing y'all a safe and blessed rest of your night. On that note, I'm finna wrap it up. Y'all stay tuned for the next video or live.